Welcome back. It is.
What's going on, everybody? Mike Greco here with Real Talk, the #1 real estate podcast in New Jersey. We're here with the homies. We're here with the crew. We're back.
What's up, people?
It's the new year. First episode of New Year.
2021.
2021. And 2021 started off pretty terrible.
Popping bottles.
I think it started
nobody's
straight.
popping bottles.
That was already popped.
Calm
Relax.
down.
Sit down.
Calm down. You think it started pretty good, you said?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
despite
what about
everything
yesterday?
going on. Yesterday? What was yesterday?
Capital.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Capitol
Oh my
getting
God.
Well,
charged. We're going to get into that.
Listen, I don't know. Never mind.
Dude, that was all supposed to be left in 2020.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going to get into that. But how was your guys' week so
Before
far?
we know it.
I feel like the week went pretty fast. You were
My
saying,
week has been
actually.
good, yeah.
It went pretty fast, right?
Pretty good.
My week's
Yeah.
been all right. Not bad.
Selena has some new things going on in her life. We're gonna get into as well a little bit later in the show.
Why you keep standing
Yeah,
up?
why do you
think
keep standing up,
the new
Selena?
year
Relax.
was good to
It's the
as a
caffeine.
good excuse to reach out to everyone you know too, especially in real estate.
Yeah,
Just a good-
absolutely.
it was just an excuse, and Happy New Year.
Oh yeah,
Blah, blah, what do you plan on doing this
Hell
year?
yeah.
definitely.
I'm still doing that.
What kind
I'm
of
gonna
things
milk
do we want to change for this show? We haven't done it. A fresh start, clean slate. It's a new year. We're on
Well-
like episode 18, I think now.
We said we are going to talk more
do you
about
mean?
real estate.
Change.
Like,
So-
We should.
upgrade the set, like topical. Like, should we have segments? Like, what I don't know.
I think that we should have segments.
I
And
think
one of the
weekly
segments-
guests.
Mr. Sir,
Every single week.
I think one of the
Well, like every
segments
other-
that
Maybe
we should
twice a
add,
month. Twice a month.
I think one of the segments that we should add is, I know that we were responding to some of the comments that we've gotten from people, right? But I feel like we should also do a segment where any of you guys can ask us any questions.
Yeah.
Real
if
estate
they would
related,
ask
preferably.
questions, the people don't talk.
Send us letters.
They're not gonna send us letters. They won't even take time to comment on the YouTube video. Why would they
Comment
send
any
the letter?
questions that you have.
I wish
real
they
estate
would. We
related
would totally
be
have
really
an answer
nice.
question segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
if
should.
we had the questions. I like his idea too. We should definitely have a guest. But is it too much to have all four of us and a guest?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
who-
Selena will go.
how do you feel about that, Selena?
It depends on who comes.
Why does it depend?
Drake.
Yeah, we have Drake. When
Depends on
Selena
who
get out
comes.
here, we're interviewing Drake.
Oh.
Speaking of rappers, we got a game. Selena is always talking rappers. I'm always talking about rappers. She uses some slang. Tom's always like, I don't know what you're saying. Stop using slang. This is a reoccurring theme on the show. So I have some photos here of some popular rappers, and we're going to see if Tom can name the rapper. This is the segment we have today, okay?
Oh my god.
This is gonna be terrible. I don't know any rappers.
I don't either.
Besides
to
Lil
be
Wayne.
honest.
Let's make Ashley play it too.
Why?
Because you said you don't know any of the
That's
rappers.
embarrassing.
Well, let's see what happens. So I'm going to
Okay.
pull it up.
But I'm gonna know.
All right.
What do you mean you're gonna know? She'll
right
know more
here.
than me.
First one we got.
Lil Pump.
I don't even know. who
Tom
that
got it
Yeah.
first. Tom got it first.
is. I don't know who the
He
hell
looks
that
different
is.
than
You don't
The
know who
only
this is,
reason
Selena?
why I know that is a
Like-
friend of mine who lives in Florida, Boca Raton, does photography for him. That's the only reason why I know that.
No, not
Interesting.
taking this game.
That's a good connection.
All right.
That's the
So,
only reason why I know
Saw
that.
my house.
so this is Tom. Tom, you keep this. This is your score point. Just keep it, to keep track of the score. Whoever gets this first.
I didn't know I was in for this. This
There
is
we go.
unfair.
Wait, who's the guy that died? Is that him?
No.
Isn't
Lil
that
Peep?
No, that's XSX.
There's tons of
guy's
rappers who
name.
died.
XXG.
Well, of
Wow,
course.
I thought
but
you were more
it's one of
cultured
the
on
Lil
this.
P's, you know?
Yeah.
There's
I
too
don't-
many Lils.
Okay, ready? Next one.
Little Xanax.
It looks like Uzi.
That is Uzi. That is Uzi.
I was close.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Look, Uzi Vert.
All right. We got another one.
Lil Wayne.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Oh.
You got it
No, he
first.
knows.
Wait, we need a buzzer.
This
This
is-
isn't fair.
He's a
Speak up.
He's a Gen X rapper. That's why Tom knows him.
All right.
What do you mean? I just
So-
know like throwback.
All right, so
Yeah,
can we
what's that?
guess people? What if it's wrong? Can we still keep guessing?
No.
Yeah.
One
Keep
guess.
guessing whoever gets it first.
No, one guess. Not
Alright,
keep.
All
not
right, but
keep
we need
guessing.
a buzzer then.
No. Just whoever gets it first. If you get it wrong, then that's your
Okay.
guess.
Listen, I'm going over these
Okay.
two monitors.
Oh my God.
Scott. Travis Scott.
Hey.
Tom is destroying. I'm so surprised. I honestly did not think you would even know who that was. You only knew from the McDonald's
Listen,
meal. Who are we kidding?
I know
He only knew it from the
voices.
McDonald's
Travie
meal.
Patty.
The Travie Patty.
I know
Okay.
voices very well, but I don't know if.
No, the
faces
only
very
reason
well.
why I know that is because Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh, really?
Oh, you
Yeah,
watch
my
it?
girlfriend watches.
Oh.
My
Let's
girlfriend.
watch
No, my
this.
girlfriend watches the show.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is he even on that show though? How
No.
how would
Like,
you know?
Barely
He's-
on that. Maybe like an appearance here and there. 'Cause he dating.
Didn't they have a baby like Stormy or something?
Kylie. He's
Yeah.
named Kylie. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
see?
the baby's name.
She's the cutest baby
He
I
knows
think
the
I've ever
baby.
seen.
All right. Next one.
Nas.
Wait.
He's in jail, isn't he?
I'm going
Give
to
me a
guess
second.
it because I think I know who that is.
You don't
It's
need
either
to know.
is it Pop Smoke?
No.
Is it?
Wait,
Yo, this is so insulting.
embarrassing.
Give me a hint.
Yeah.
Y'all, you
Is it
guys are
Will something?
I can't give a
uncultured
hint.
swine.
I can't
Give me a hint. No, what is
I
it?
was gonna say Lil Thug. I don't think.
What do you got? What do you got?
Trippy Red?
It's Trippy Red.
Is it really?
It's Trippy Red.
I would have got that.
Give me that. Give
Who
me
the
that.
hell is that?
Who? I don't even
A very
know.
famous rapper.
I listened
Famous?
to a
I
lot
only
of
know,
his
I only
songs
know
too.
his face because I feel like you've showed me this
he's a
face.
huge rapper.
He looks like a Lil Wayne wannabe.
All right.
They're all
Next
except
one.
Travis.
Next one. Next one.
He's in jail. Oh no, he's dead.
Nope, he's not. He's not in jail or dead.
All right, I'm gonna give you a
I
hint. You can't
cannot
guess
believe you guys do not know this.
I'm gonna give
Just,
you a hint.
I don't know faces.
All right, ready?
Matt, do you
Ready?
know all
Just-
these?
This year.
He's this year.
This year. That's your
That's
hint.
a good
This
hint.
year.
That's a good hint.
That's a good hint, Matt.
Say this
does
year.
it
Say
start
it
with
out
a
loud.
D?
Say it out loud.
Does it start with
This
a D?
year.
Does it start with
No,
a D?
say what
No.
year this
The
is.
whole year. This year
2021.
specifically.
All right, keep saying it.
21 Savage.
There you go. 21 Savage.
I just kept saying
You know what's
2021.
crazy? I listen to a lot of their songs. I just like don't know what they look
I
like.
can't believe you don't know this, Matt. Have you known every rapper like based off the picture, basically?
Not all of them. But
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like rappers are harder to like remember their names because their names are so difficult to remember.
No, but they're so unique that they should
Why
be
can't
easy
it
to
just be
remember.
their names?
That's-
I feel like I'd remember them more. Like Travis Scott.
That's not his real name.
How do you know?
His name is not Travis
Yeah, but it's
Scott.
a typical.
But it's
name.
like a typical
Drake's name
name.
is not
How would
Drake.
I remember like Little Xanax?
You did. You remembered it.
Nobody's
Little
name
Xan?
is
Yeah.
Little Xan. It's
Wait, he's not
Lil
in here.
Uzi.
He goes Lil Xanax.
No, but he's talking about Lil Xan, but he's not.
Yeah.
All right, we got two
Oh,
more.
Two more.
How many do you have, Tom? Is she able to tie with
He
you?
has
Is it
three.
possible?
I got
I
two.
have 3.
Okay, so you can still catch up,
Okay.
Ashley.
All right.
Catch up. All right.
I'm nervous.
Next one. Here we go.
Who the F is that?
Is that Nas?
Kendrick Lamar.
Yo.
You guys are so bad at this. Matt, do you know who this is?
Let me see.
Oh
Okay,
my
no,
god.
You're not looking like showing it to me.
Okay, I'm trying to show the camera too.
I really
It's not.
don't know.
Is that the guy that just got all that plastic surgery?
The
We're gonna
Weeknd
get
did
so
not
many
get
hate
Oh, The
comments.
Weeknd, that's what I'm
surgery.
thinking.
We're gonna get so
That
many
is
hate
not the
comments.
weekend.
It's not him.
This is
No.
Juice World.
Oh, yes. You
I
see.
did not recognize
R.I.P.
him.
man.
That was a real
R.I.P.
thing.
You guys are gonna get so many hate comments. People.
I don't listen to
love it.
rap.
All right, here's the last one.
I was
If you,
bopping to
if
his
you get
last
this
song.
first, Ashley, then she'll tie it.
Eminem. I have no idea who that is.
You guys are so bad at this.
Hold on,
Matt,
let
you
me-
know who this is, right? You 100% know who this is.
It's not Lil Wayne.
Well,
right?
wait,
No.
can you show me?
All right, I'm gonna give the hint.
I know who
Alright,
it
what's
is,
the
but
hint?
like
What's
I
the hint?
don't.
Let me-
It's
Alright.
not the past
Hold
or
it
the
back.
present.
Future.
Ashley ties the game.
Listen, I'm shocked. I'm shocked to have people in
I'm
front of me.
shocked.
I just stared through his soul at him. I was like,
I'm honestly shocked you do too.
All the ones that were like Little Uzi and all those others, I would never get.
You got Travis. What did you get?
Travis Scott
Shocked you got that. Lil Wayne.
Lil
I
Wayne.
thought you would
That's
get that
a-
one.
and
Lil Pump. I'm surprised you got that, but I forgot you.
all,
got the guy,
the only
your
reason,
friend,
yeah, my friend in Boca Raton, he's the one that.
All right. Well, that was a fun little segment.
I can't believe I didn't get Juice World.
I can't believe you guys didn't know who Juice WRLD was or.
I just
Trippie
panicked.
Redd.
I don't listen to rap.
But like, it's just like it's like they're celebrities. You don't even have to listen to music. I know. I can tell you who artist is.
If I showed you country artists, would you know who I'm talking
All
about?
right,
not-
let's
they're not
try
as
it. Let's do it.
famous.
Let's do it.
They're
I
not
wanna
as
play
famous.
it.
Yes, say
Yeah,
Chris
they are.
Stapleton.
Okay, if you
I
show
know
me a
that
picture
name.
of Pop Smoke, I know like one song from him, but I know what he looks like.
Fine. Luke Bryan.
I would know what he looks like.
Miranda Lambert.
I would 100%
I
know
know
what
what
she
they-
looks like.
I don't know what she looks like.
Exactly
I think
my
I
point.
do. Maybe.
I don't know a single song from her. That's my point.
Well,
Luke Combs.
Thomas
know what he looks like.
Fancy loves country.
See, all the famous ones, I'll know what they look like, even though I don't listen to country.
He
George
tried-
Strait.
Okay, let me not. be
100% would know what he looks like.
I don't know. No, you
Who?
don't.
Say it
What
again?
does he look like?
Randy
Describe him.
Travis.
Kane Brown.
I don't
You know
even
who
know.
Randy Travis is?
Yeah. Kane Brown.
Who's
I
that?
want to know that.
But really? He's pretty popular.
Maybe I saw him.
He's like pop
Maybe
country.
if I saw him. All right, well, let's
Um,
get into another topic.
Ooh, who's the guy with Billy Ray Cyrus and
Lil Na-
he's
Lil Nas
Xanax.
X?
country.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. That guy.
He's
He's
he's Xanax.
Who's the little Xanax?
Lil Xan. His name's Lil Xan. It's one kid. He's a little short Spanish boy who's
Believe
white.
it.
Looks white.
Diego.
His name is Diego now. He changed his name.
I wish I knew.
Oh,
who
Xanax
that
He
is
does,
was.
so
he does,
much
he does
cooler
a
then.
song called Betrayed. It's his most famous song. It's like, Xans don't make you dance.
All right, next topic.
Anyway, next topic. All right,
Real estate related.
real estate
topic.
related. So we had a little fun with that, but we always do a little game. So, we've got to keep up with the pop culture here at the Real Talk Podcast. You know how it is. So, I wanted to talk about giving clients the luxury experience and how important that is. Because me and you, over the last couple of days, got that listing. That was a big listing. And we've been going above and beyond on, like, this customer service level. Like, holding their hands through the process, really, like, doing all these extra touches, sending out these intensive emails.
Well, you should do that for every
You
transaction.
should, but we've been doing it, like, we're trying to integrate it as our system and giving the client an experience. How important do you think that is? 'Cause there are some
100%.
agents who just pump it out and just boom, 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 and there's no touches, there's no personal.
Yeah, you
into
can't
it.
be just transactional because maybe short term, maybe it'll pay off in terms of volume or close deals, but like for referral based and long term, you gotta give the service.
Yeah.
Right.
The
and
thing is, I mean, it's
So.
like, and that goes with anything, right? First impression's the lasting impression. Actually, anytime, even if you met somebody in, for 3 minutes, you're always going to remember how that 3 minutes went, whether it was good or bad.
Yeah.
And if it was
Agreed.
exceptional, then they're always, going to keep you in mind, whether they use you or not.
Yeah. I think we even more so went above and beyond it because he had a bad experience with his past agent. So we're like, we want to give him a better taste in his mouth for realtors. He was a first sale by owner in between. So now he's like giving an agent a second chance.
Don't give too much.
And wait, what?
Don't give too much
no, we're
information. People can find it.
No, we're not. It's very broad. But we're going above and beyond. Like, we did an email, and I want to make this our template for all listings. Basically, after we met him, he signed the paperwork. I said, we're going to send you a follow-up email giving you, some information. We sent him an email with all the listing agreement paperwork, PDFs.
A timeline for the first week of going live.
For the first week, saying, like, tomorrow,
Expectations.
we're going to be there for photos at 10 a.m. We're going to be putting the sign out in the lockbox. You can be there if you'd like to. On Friday, we're going to be going live at this time in the morning. We're going to do this type of marketing for you. Saturday, we have an open house 11 to 1. Sunday, we have an open house 11 to 3. Like, giving a whole breakdown. And then at the bottom, we had the description for the listing. And we said, here's the description that we drafted for you. We took some ideas from yours as well as made some of our own ideas. Give us your opinions, thoughts, anything you want to change before it goes live.
Right. So,
And they loved it, I think.
I think the key
Yeah,
thing to
100% did.
timeline so that he doesn't get caught, from a left
Well, I
without
think,
expecting anything. It's
No,
good for
not
him to
even
know
that.
what to expect.
well, he doesn't live there, so it doesn't matter. But not even that. It's more so that I feel like he feels really comfortable.
What I think a lot of agents,
planning
what I think a lot of agents do when they list a home is they don't keep the seller or sellers in the loop.
Informed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They list a
Definitely.
property. Obviously, they're there and they speak to them once a week or whatever the case is. But I feel like most agents just list a house and they'll talk to them when they get an offer, or
Yeah.
they'll talk to them when they have an open house,
Right.
or schedule an open house, or schedule anything.
Right.
But if you keep a client in the loop at all times, it just makes everything a lot smoother.
Yeah. It's also not
Right.
like
No
a
matter
one-
what the conversation is about, just always having them in the conversation.
It's always like it's not like a one size fits all kind of thing too. Like I feel like certain people have
Some people wanna leave it
specific
to you.
things that they're like worried about or concerned about. Like
Yeah.
some people are more heavy on the marketing, some people more heavy on price or certain things like that. So
Yeah, and I
just
think,
finding out what's important to them and really like going above and beyond.
I think
what's
as a
important for them.
homeowner myself, I'd be really happy just seeing that my agent, literally within 8 hours of signing the paperwork, sent me an email with a breakdown. They're planning out the entire week of what they're going to do to help get my property sold. I think that's really comforting and like a really good marketing plan. Also, something I used to do even when I was on the old team, following up with clients and giving updates and feedback.
Yeah, weekly updates.
Weekly feedback. But even when there was no feedback to give, I would just call and just be like, hey, just want to touch base.
Communicating,
There's
yeah.
no feedback. We haven't had any showings in the last week. It's been very slow, but I just wanted to let you know.
And
keep
that's
it
when you
going. We're
discuss-
still marketing.
Just discuss in a normal conversation, what do you think we should do? Obviously, I can give you my advice, but obviously it's up to both of us.
Price reduction.
It might be time for a price reduction. No activity in 1 week, especially with this market.
Yeah.
There's something wrong going on.
All right. So we got a little.
Technical
Coffee break.
difficulties, but we're back.
Coffee break.
But you were saying about
Going all
price
out.
reductions, how it's a difficult conversation.
It's not really a difficult conversation. I just feel like it's very tough. It's different for it's different for every client.
Yeah.
There's some clients that understand that there's reasons why there's no showings is because we're overpriced, and that is brought up during the listing appointment.
Most clients don't think they're overpriced though. They're like, this is what it's worth to me.
That's what, but you kind of feel that at the listing appointment, and when you are a cultured real estate agent, you know going into a listing, if you can't get across at the listing appointment, it's going to be a tough sale because if you're listing a property and it's say 65,000 or whatever the case is over what the home is actually worth, it's actually going to be, is it worth taking? That's what it comes down to. Obviously, when you first become a real estate agent, you take everything you can get because you want your face out there. You want more listings, and listings are leverage.
But then also, if you don't sell it, what does that look like?
Well,
For
we've
that
actually had
client.
this conversation before. Is any press
Right, we
good
did.
press?
But I think
It's controversial. I feel like There's
it
two
definitely is
sides to it.
controversial. I think when you're starting, even if you don't sell that one house, you can use that listing while it's active to produce.
You need stats. If you don't have, it's very tough getting into the market with no stats.
You
And
can get a lot of
you're-
buyers from a listing.
there's a
even if it's
ton of real
overpriced.
estate agents. You're going against a ton of fish in the tank. That's the truth. But new agents, they just use their office stats, and that's how you get started. Everyone gets started somewhere. But I feel like when you actually do feel comfortable with being a listing agent now or specializing in listings, you realize taking a listing that is not going to sell is not worth it. And a lot of agents will not take listings if they don't agree to the price that they want to list at.
Yeah.
So say you walk in there and you want the house, you know it's not going to sell for above 550, and the client, I want 625. You're going to be marketing it, not wasting money, but you're going to be putting it out there, and
Wasting time.
it's just not going to
It's
sell.
energy.
And you're gonna give your clients false hope because you're going to be.
Right.
It just doesn't make you look good. They get annoyed at you.
And you put your energy into actually getting a listing that's going to sell instead.
No matter what you say at the listing appointment, if you overprice something or overlist something, at the end of the day, they're mad at you.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why.
They're
That's
mad
what
at the
I'm
listing
saying.
agent.
I don't like that leaving with that type of reputation
Yeah.
because then
if
people are going to talk about you.
If you have a good conversation with the seller, if you have a good connection or relationship with them, and you say straight up to them, I think that's way overpriced. We can try that
Right.
price. I want to work with you guys. I want to help you get this sold. We can try that price, but let's reassess the situation in 2 weeks. If we have no offers on the table, then maybe
I would even do two. I would do a week
yeah.
in this market. If
But
you don't have
maybe
in this
you
market,
don't
if you
have-
don't have traffic and an offer in a week, there's something wrong.
Yeah,
Something wrong.
basically everywhere right now.
Everywhere.
we are.
If you do not have an offer, you don't have insane traffic in a week, there's a problem.
Yeah, yeah,
And it is crazy to say that, but the market is ridiculous.
yeah. That's true. But yeah, I think it's important to give the luxury experience, and
Oh, very important.
I think this entire conversation comes down to just.
I
being
think to
honest with your
to
clients.
be a good real estate agent, obviously for the luxurious homes, the $1 million, $2 million, $3 million you're talking about, even say 750. Obviously, there's more things involved with marketing and stuff like that. But I think being a good real estate agent is no matter what price you're at, you do unbelievable service, and that's why people will keep coming back to you. Because if you're selling a $200,000 condo to a $1 million home, and you do provide amazing service, everyone's gonna come to you. They're gonna give your name to every friend they have, every family member, and it's just gonna be a circle. It's just gonna come back to you, and that's the circle of having a business.
No, definitely.
So
Definitely. And we're definitely developing those systems to make sure that everybody's getting a good service.
yeah, I think real estate agents have like a 2 year to 3 year window when your referral business kicks in.
After 2 years.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not saying it won't
You're
after the.
kicking in already.
Yeah, mine's kicking in big time.
Which is
I think
awesome.
last week I got like 3 or 4 calls saying, "Yeah, my friend's buying a house. Here's his number."
listings.
Yeah,
Crazy.
got 2 listings.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. It's awesome. So you got to hold out for the long haul, and then those referrals are gonna start coming
Yeah.
in. That's what it's all about. All right, so let's talk about this, guys. Hot topic: the Capitol was stormed yesterday. What are our hot takes on this?
I didn't even know we were going to talk about this.
Well, we're going right into this. Is
What
real
is
talk,
a-
baby.
What is a hot take?
What do you think about it? What is going through your mind? Where do you think this country's going at this rate?
Listen,
No one knows.
I don't want to.
I'm
feel like, how come we say something without
personally
getting
going to plead the
political?
fifth on this conversation.
You don't have to get political about it. You can just say like. If
How do you
think
not get political
Yeah,
about this
it's hard
conversation?
Not to.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna-
this is a world event.
I'm gonna say
This is something. Okay, so I was in the gas station today getting the U-Haul truck for my moving, and the news was on the background. And the guy at the gas station, this is not political at all, but he just looked at TV. He was like, "I never thought this would happen in America."
It is true.
It's not
It's
not
like-
even
it's-
political.
But we had
It's just-
events
it's
we
not-
had events 6 months ago that I thought would never
Yeah,
happen.
It's like a civil war.
right.
to be
But this is
honest.
like the people against the government.
right.
Directly,
Revolution.
which is it's very different because this is like what you see in like France.
Well, 6 months ago was the people against police officers.
Right.
That's
That was-
Yeah,
that's
but not
government.
the-
that was more like
That's a
homegrown.
fraction. That's
I
a
don't
agree
watered
with either.
down-
I don't
Police
agree with-
officers is the government.
I don't agree with either of them. I think that peaceful protests are
No, I don't agree with anything.
They
Listen,
enforce the laws, but they're not lawmakers.
what
and
we
that's
what we've been
different.
dealing with in the past 12,
Right. That's what
12
she's
months,
saying.
the past
Exactly.
12 months, what we've been dealing with is protests that turn into
Right.
Of course.
crazy scenarios.
So, but what she's
Yeah.
saying is there's law enforcement and people fighting that versus the people who are creating the laws, the government, like the higher
Right.
ups, which is what breaking into the Capitol is, which is it's more extreme.
And they actually said,
Yeah, but 6 months ago they were destroying monuments
Right.
on
Here's the
on
thing.
government property.
Here's
So
the thing,
it's the
is I
same
think
exact
that
thing.
Statement is
there
different.
needs to be like. Or
I don't
there
agree.
is-
It's a different. It's a
I don't
different type of
agree.
thing.
How-
Ripping
it's
off
not.
a. Do you remember they were climbing monuments and ripping
No,
their
yeah.
heads off?
I'm not saying it's right
what
or
kind
wrong.
of monuments?
I think there's a separation
What?
though.
What
I
kind
think
of monuments?
that
A lot of
in-
monuments.
What kind?
Oh,
Out
God.
of the spectrum.
I have something to say when you.
I'm not
guys
going
are
to list all the
done.
monuments here.
They were ripping down monuments
She's
that
gonna say
had to do
monuments that
with
had to do with
Confederacy,
slavery. And,
slavery. Yeah, slavery.
Yes, but the thing is, what I don't understand is that was the history back then. That was the past.
That was the past.
That was the past, and the reason why we are today is because of those people. They made this country. They made the reason why we're all here, why we're sitting here with all these rules, laws, restrictions, is because of the past. That was the past, and now the future. Obviously, what happened back then with slavery and everything was terrible.
And slavery.
Terrible.
And slaves were the ones.
But I'm gonna be
there's that
completely
argument
honest.
Where it's slaves who made this country because obviously.
But
They
those,
were
I don't believe that
forced.
those anybody's walking by those statues and like saying like, oh man, like I'm really proud this is here because I agree with slavery. It's just there. to
Christopher
mark a
Columbus.
time
Listen,
period.
Christopher.
Well, I think what's unfortunate before you say that, I think what's unfortunate now is the fact that you have people who are now grabbing those flags back out. Some Trump supporters, I'm going to say some, not
Those
all.
they existed or always though. Those people.
Sure, but now they're out there. But now those people are actually
If you go to
now.
the South, you'll see it all over the place. They're out there.
Okay, but in Jackson, New Jersey,
They're definitely people.
or in just anywhere, Howell, New Jersey, Manalapan, those
I mean,
people
I haven't
you
seen
didn't
any
see.
Howell.
I have.
Really?
Wait, where? What are we
Confederate
talking
Tom's
flags.
River.
What?
Confederate flags around here. She's saying.
I see them
Tom's River.
sometimes.
Like,
You see it sometimes.
Not
but-
as much as down south for sure, but like.
Yeah, not as much down south. But
but now it's more
Yeah.
prevalent. People are
let's
more
let
proud
Ashley-
to represent.
Ashley keeps getting
I
talked
just want
over.
to say one thing. I think in this situation, like what happened yesterday, and also what happened a couple months ago, like there needs to be a separation in classification, like the protesters versus the rioters. Like they're
Right.
not the same people. And I think in this situation, like what happened yesterday too, people are gonna classify it as the same people. That all the Trump supporters are rioters,
Right.
And
and
it's
that
not like
all
they're
the
not saying that
BLM.
either.
Yeah, no, we agree with
movement
you.
No, what
are
happens is
protests- are
exactly like
rioters.
6 months ago. It starts out
So
as a
that's not
peaceful
true.
protest.
There's
Yeah.
certain
And then people take
there's
advantage
certain
of the
people
system.
in any type
Or
of
the
no matter
situation.
if
Yeah.
you're, whatever you stand for. There's always gonna be people who are gonna do that.
Definitely.
And I think it's a separate party that's gonna do it too. I'm not gonna go that far, but I think what happened yesterday that there was a
There are people who know where
Yeah.
the line is, and there are people who just deliberately.
And there's always
wanna
going to be
cross
And
extreme
it's and the
line.
thing
people
the
in
thing
every
is
group.
it's not
Exactly,
just
that's what I'm
political. It's a
saying.
lot like people ruin it for people.
There's always
Yeah.
extreme people in groups.
Exactly.
100%,
But
no
here's
matter what the
difference.
situation is.
Here's the difference. Not saying that either of them are better or worse than each other. Nothing. I'm saying there's the difference between a riot happening because people are fed up with an event that happened, and they're like, we're mad at at how things are being handled, versus people going into the Capitol and saying America is rigged.
So
and
the whole
taking it
reason,
back.
I think the whole
That's
reason
That doesn't
why
make
Nuts.
Huh?
That's exactly
what you
what
just said
happened.
doesn't make sense.
the whole reason
It
for
does.
the like
No,
the
it doesn't
people
make
that were
sense.
there
They
for the
are acting in retaliation to an event.
yes
Right.
what
but
happened
They think that the entire country is rigged versus
The election is
the reason what happened the
Right.
reason for yesterday is because they feel that the election was fraudulent and they feel like the election was not real.
right.
So that's frustration, and they're gathering for a revolution because they feel like the system of what America is failing.
Right.
That's what the main topic was,
That's what
and
I'm
that's what the
saying.
protest started as. And then people took advantage and they decided to charge in.
Right.
All right, so
Yeah.
then fine. I'm gonna say then the same. Then the two situations are only the same, only because exactly what you just said. People from 6 months ago said that exactly the way that the situation was being handled. Somebody died in front of everyone's face, right? And what happened after that?
But it's a different thing entirely. This is why.
It's not.
It's different because
It's completely the same idea.
during
the
the
emotions are the same in some.
during the
form.
riots after George Floyd, those were people upset with another group of people, which is the police force and how the police force handles things. When the Capitol was broken into yesterday, that's a large group of Americans upset with how America is being run as a whole.
The government.
The government, exactly. So it's a larger
Because
grander-
dirty,
it's a
they
grander
believe
scheme of things.
they believe
Yeah.
the government is changing.
Right.
Dirty politicians are now running the systems, and they are scared.
And,
It's a
and
That's
black
what happened.
people feel like, I mean, and it's also it's built up tension.
Not
with
just
black
blacks,
people.
all the entire
black
ethnic.
people, brown people, colored people. It's been a built up situation where like the reason why when George Floyd happened, the reason why that happened the way it happened was because over time there's been so many things that have taken place and barely any action was taken. Any justice was taken over that. Police who are murdering people are not being charged, and if they are being charged, they're being acquitted over the most ridiculous, judgment.
Right. That's definitely
So-
true in cases.
And so that's where that comes from. Like, damn, like we are tired. That's where it all came from. That's why everybody lost their freaking nuts. This is only just started happening.
What
with
should
this
have
whole
happened
Trump.
is the left should join the right and be like, we're just as tired about how things are being run in this country.
that's-
And they should have all
right,
broken to
that's
the
what- and
Capitol.
I
Then we would
don't
have a
know.
real revolution.
The big problem is there's a division. It's either
Yeah.
you're
Exactly.
far left or far right.
And I
There's
think-
not many middle.
And what sucks is that the BLM situation is being taken as like a political thing, because even like yesterday I was watching a video and Trump supporters were saying, F BLM, F BLM. And it's like, that has nothing to do.
Because
Because-
the phrase.
But listen, what
is
you're
not
saying
anything
is
with
true.
organization
What you're saying
anymore.
is true. It doesn't make any sense why they're saying that. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. When there was the BLM movement, if you wore a Trump hat, you were getting your ass kicked.
Yeah.
So
The
it's
phrase
the,
has nothing to
it's
do
the
with the movement
same
anymore.
exact thing.
That's the difference.
They're holding BLM signs, BLM with a cross on it. But then if you were wearing a Trump hat you could not march in a BLM movement.
You know
with
what I
the
think
Trump
it
hat on.
is that
So
a
there's
lot of
stereotypes out
people-
there. That's very
yeah.
stereotypical.
a
now.
lot of people think
So
that,
even though it's very different because the movement was BLM and this is government, I feel like it's still the same exact thing. They're doing it because of an event. What happened yesterday was because of government. They feel like the government's being it's changing. This was because of police officers, brutality. It's the same thing. But what I don't understand is like the BLM movement, like they have their own opinion of what happened yesterday, and then these people have their own opinion of what happened 6 months ago. It's destruction, and it's just becoming this huge thing. But it comes down to the same thing: people's beliefs. That's all. They believe this, so they did that. They believe this, so they did that,
But
and it's becoming out of hand. Their opinions are becoming too much, and they're literally freaking
But I
out.
think the thing is on both sides, like people don't respect people's beliefs or opinions, or
No,
can't have a
not at all.
conversation about anything anymore.
You cannot talk about anything
And
anymore.
if you believe in something, you're put down. Either side.
Well,
I feel like it's both
I feel
extremes on both
politics.
sides.
Politics has always been sensitive, but I feel like it's way worse in today's days.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Way worse. You can't talk about politics. People are nervous to bring up politics around other people. It's always been like that, but I think it's been way worse in the past
super
2-3
sensitive
years.
now.
Is super sensitive. You don't know what to bring up,
I think just generations just
and I feel like
insensitive as a whole.
it's such a strong
In general,
conversation because if you do connect with someone that you have the same beliefs, it's instant spark in the conversation.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, every single news source is biased and pushing people to that point of extremists on each side. Because, for instance,
That's
something
true.
like the Black Lives Matter movement, obviously we can all agree Black Lives Matter, but when a right-siding station is pushing clips of the worst of the riots, the worst moments,
Right.
obviously the right side is going to be like, who are watching it and consuming it are like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Like like it's tied to that movement. When I'm sure there are tons of great people involved in the Black Lives Matter movement. Obviously they are. Obviously it was started with
Right.
the intention for good.
That's
You
what
know
I'm saying.
mean?
They were tying the
But
rioters
it's-
to that
it is
movement,
the
which is
media
yeah.
that really
I think the media is fueling the fire.
fuels the
100%.
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
100%. When you think
Yeah.
about
110%.
Think about if there was
sure.
no media.
Well, that's what it used
It
to
would just be
I don't
Yeah.
even
spread
watch
of-
media anymore.
It used to
I
be
get
you
all
wake
my
up,
information
read the
from Twitter.
newspaper, and that's what happened yesterday.
I get everything
Now
from
it's-
No,
Twitter
before
now.
like
that, like
this.
word of mouth.
But
By
I'm
the
just
time
saying,
you
back
heard
in the
of
day,
mouth-
you would have woke up the next morning and be like, wow, this happened yesterday at the Capitol?
Yeah.
Now it's
Yeah.
seconds streaming everywhere, and it's ruining people's lives.
It's definitely ruining people's lives. You know how much people have more anxiety now and depression because you're constantly being fed what's going on around you. You're seeing the earthquake here and people are
Yeah.
starving
Yeah.
here. And
This is another topic. Say there was no media and it's back to where we were years and years ago, just newspaper.
Yeah.
Do you think Corona would have been what it is today
Oh,
if we
no.
were on newspapers?
I
No
talked about this
Facebook,
with
no
my parents.
People
Instagram, no
would've-
Fox
I feel like
News,
a
no
lot more people
CNN.
would've died.
No, I'm telling you
We
right
would've-
now,
I feel like we
people
would've
wouldn't
found
have
out a
known
little
about
bit
it. It
late.
was Corona. Truthfully,
They
they would have
think
thought it was the
They
flu.
would have just left on, and then the older people and the susceptible people would
They
have.
They
would've
only
taken
they
some
only would
home
they thought it would have been the
remedies.
new strand of the flu.
Older
They,
people.
how would they have
They're
known
already
if
at-
it came to
they're
from
already at
China?
risk.
Yeah.
The flu.
Years and years and years and years ago, with newspapers.
Well, what's years and years and years ago?
I'm talking like 1970, 1980.
I wasn't around that time. I can't speak on
what
that.
I'm saying is back then it was newspapers. You'd wake up,
None of us.
newspapers like when,
I can't
no, I'm not saying, but like movies and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
They would wake up, have kids breakfast with their kids.
Read the
and
news.
The father would be reading the newspaper, reading the news,
Mm-hmm.
telling the kids and the wife what happened yesterday or what happened 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be completely different.
Would.
Now you can get on your phone to see what happened in China 30 seconds ago.
Politics would not be anywhere where they are now if we didn't have instant spread of media.
Yeah, 100%.
There wouldn't be
But
as
next
much
topic.
pandemonium.
This is going,
No.
and this is going to be
Yeah.
a swirl of
It's
conversation.
a good conversation though.
Yeah.
Good conversation to have. We'll have to get back into that some further episode. Comment below if you enjoyed the political side of Real Talk. All
Huh?
right. No, I'm talking to
What?
people. Tell them to comment below if they enjoyed the
Oh,
political
yeah.
side of Real
Okay.
Talk.
Okay.
All right, so I want to talk about side hustles when starting real estate because I want to send some encouragement to new agents, and Selena has some encouragement to send because she's working a fun job. I worked a job my first year in real estate trying to make it. I was doing DoorDash, food delivery, working random side jobs. So Selena, how has it been? Tell us about what you're doing now to make some extra cash to cover your bills while you get your lift off, you know?
I got a job at my favorite coffee shop franchise.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Psych. I work at Starbucks now, everyone. It's super fun. I work with a lot of free thinkers, millennials, some Gen Z now.
Ooh,
It's very fun.
What
I get
generation
the.
are we?
We are.
we're on the cusp.
I have
We're like in
different
the-
generations.
We're
than you guys.
You're definitely Gen
no,
Z.
we're millennial.
I think I'm millennial. I think you're all Gen Z besides me.
What am
You're
I?
literally
a
like
month older-
30
younger than
days.
you.
Exactly.
Makes no sense.
That's not how it works.
What would I be?
We're
You're
the
definitely Gen
oldest
Z.
we're the oldest Gen Z and the youngest
2000?
millennials. So we're like
No, you're
right
one gener. You're not. No, there's a cutoff.
No, people will.
I don't think that you're a millennial.
There's different dates on every website you look it up.
No, it's different. It's not
Give us some
different dates. It's
research.
different years.
Matt's gonna
People
tell us
argue that it was not.
years is the generation?
He's looking it up for us. We have a show to run.
People argue. People argue that it was 95 when it ended,
Or 96.
or 96, which is why
Exactly.
I'm saying we are the
But she's
oldest. You are definitely Gen Z.
Yeah.
But we're either the youngest millennials or the oldest Gen Z.
How old are you? 23,
24.
24.
I'm older than you.
We're gonna.
I know, I'm a
interrupt you,
baby.
but actually, keep telling story. I'll go back to this.
So yeah. Excuse me. I work with a bunch of free thinkers. It's really fun. I love coffee. I taste coffee.
Matt has
I
some.
eat sweets. I get benefits.
I eat
Starbucks is a
sweets.
great.
Let her be happy.
Starbucks is a great company to work for. Excuse me.
Is this
You
sponsored by
get
Starbucks?
health
We're not sponsored by Starbucks, so please stop.
Okay.
You get health care.
I have something to say.
You get
Wait.
a lot.
but
there's
you,
a
but
lot
you
of
enjoy it,
benefits.
and you're making money to cover your bills, so you're gonna feel more
I love it.
comfortable.
Yes.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
'Cause I've been stressed.
That's why
I
wanna
have
pass
another
on to
thing
other
for new agents.
That's what I want to pass
It's
For
on.
new
okay to
a-
have a side hustle, a little part-time gig.
Yeah, you got to do it.
I think new agents, if they do want to stay in the industry, even if you do to make side hustle, make some money. Obviously, it's tough because it's commission based. But I think staying in the industry and charging people for home inspections and
Admin work.
appraisals, admin work.
Unfortunately, it wasn't doing enough for me, but I do agree with that.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
people
If you
that
can find,
offer
like,
to
an
do that now,
actual-
though.
If you
so
found
there's a
I know-
lot of
I know-
Like an
competition.
Ephraim.
I know many
Consistent,
agents
yes,
that
that's
connect with
consistent.
Yeah.
they connect with an agent that does a ton of business, and he'd rather pay than go.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of agents do. They'll pay you $75 to $100 for a home
Plus, it's
inspection
good
that takes an hour and a
learning
half, and they'll
And
$50 for an
related
appraisal.
to what you're doing.
Some agents will be like $50 for an appraisal. It's because they don't know, and that's your rate.
Right.
So
Matthew
And
has a little
I've done
update
it
for
all.
us on the Gen Z millennial cutoff. What do you got for us?
Supposedly millennials, the cutoff is from 1985 to 1996.
There you
But
go.
it said it can vary all the way up to 2000.
See,
That I've never heard.
understand.
What? That-
1996, so
Yeah.
No,
we're
no,
I
all.
don't.
Wait, when?
Millennial.
97.
96
In 2000.
December?
So did I make it?
November.
I might have made it.
No.
Yeah, they said up to 2000.
That's some new stuff.
You didn't
I've
make it.
never heard 2000 in my life. I've only
No?
heard 95.
We're
and
voting you off
96.
the millennial island.
Yeah, you can't. You
Damn.
cannot come.
The millennial
Wait, maybe I'll make that my marketing, like Gen Z realtor.
Okay, if you don't want to sell houses.
I'll sell
Well,
plenty
yeah,
of
that's
houses.
what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like the millennial.
What about that? There's this who's
But
a
they're
young
saying
realtor?
that
Millennial's fine. Yeah, the millennial. That's Ed Stulak. He's been on the show.
Well,
No,
millennial
not him.
millennial agent is
Ed Stulak.
it's not terrible because yeah.
That's his,
But I'm just
literally
saying
his
like
branding.
because that's gonna.
there's such a huge age gap.
Millennial's
I mean-
fine. Millennial's fine. I wouldn't say Gen Z because Gen Z. that
Millennials the
means that
majority of buyers
that-
and
that-
sellers right now.
You gotta wait. They're all 20 or younger.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
like
wanna
if
market
you
it
if
now
you are
and get it
marketing
now.
that, I just feel like no one. It's not like no one will work with you. I just feel like you'll have a harder time finding business because like wow, she's pretty young.
super
She's
young,
really
yeah.
You're like the
Like, to be honest
youngest.
with you, I
But it's
when
only
I
a
first
couple years
started
of
when
a
I was
gap.
20.
I'm
when I-
20.
Yeah, but we don't.
No, but I'm
say-
saying
I
No,
don't go
but
around
I
saying
don't-
I'm
when
20.
I
Gen
first started, I
Z
was 20. I
Too
would
close.
I would
to-
hide my age for the longest time. If they
Exactly.
brought it
I
up, I
know.
would tell them, but I would not tell them how old I am because
Right.
instantly
Yeah.
And you
when
look
you
older.
when they
I just
tell
say
you
I'm
when
in
you
my
tell
early
them how old you are,
20s,
they're like,
yeah.
ooh, 20. He's gonna
Yeah.
be my advisor to buy a house.
Yeah, it's a big.
Right.
That's what they
purchase.
think.
That was a
Yeah.
big insecurity of mine when I just started. I mean,
It was
shoot.
mine too, but like,
No, I mean, but Gen
I'm
Z is
older.
like Gen Z is literally the youngest adult there can be. It's just like
Yeah.
give it like at least 5 more years.
Yeah, I wouldn't market it as that. I just think that
Because the thing is, like
it makes people a little.
Don't
The
worried.
market it like that,
millennials-
but carry your business that way, so that when the Gen Zers come up, they're ready to buy a house. You're running it.
You're
Yeah.
which is why the
innovational.
millennials
In 5
are-
years,
Yeah.
your generation will be looking to rent, buy.
You don't need to say you're Gen Z to like operate Gen Z.
I know some people. Well, yeah, they're not. I guess they're not part of my generation. I like just made the cutoff. I feel like.
No. You're
No,
def-
I'm
you're-
saying like for Gen Z.
Wait, what year were you born?
2000.
Jeez.
You're
That
young.
is so
Oh
nuts.
my gosh, that's
That's so nuts.
crazy.
That's so nuts.
Listen,
Oh, because you're so much older.
she's
Dude,
4
I'm
years
like-
older.
That's what I'm saying. It's a couple years.
It's a pretty big gap, but props to you because you're in the game. I wish I would have started real estate as young.
I started when I was 18.
I started
I
pretty young.
wish.
I started at 20.
I wish I would have started younger.
Many
Honestly,
agents start
came
pretty
out,
late,
I came
like
out the
30.
room with
I
a
did-
for sale.
yeah,
sign.
40,
right.
50.
And everyone older says you know, like I'm so happy that you
You
started
guys-
at this age because you're so young.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be honest though. I feel like when you do start real estate when you're older,
Man, we're seasoned. We got it.
Flashing.
You're at 10%.
I'm at 10%. Did you guys know what demographic is the most successful age for real estate?
50.
Age for real estate, the most successful. I'm gonna say
35
your-
to 45.
Exactly. I'm gonna say that.
50 plus females. That's the most
Oh,
successful.
you mean
Well, that
gender?
well, going back to the
Gender and age.
going back to what I was just gonna say is
50 plus.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
a
So
benefit.
older women, basically.
I think when you do get in the industry at 50 years old and woman, man, whatever you are, I think you have a huge benefit of
Yeah.
your age because they
Your
don't know if
sphere.
you just got into business.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you're 20, they know you just got into business. It's not like you've been working there for 5 years.
But it's
Right.
good to start young because you can really build a lot.
Oh, 100%.
Mhm.
But I'm
By
saying
time-
like
by
I'm saying when people first meet you and you come
Yeah.
off personable and they think you could be in there for 15 years.
But yeah, anyway, the point was side hustles are good. New agents, find a side hustle. If you're struggling, do not quit. Figure it out.
The first
Make
1 to
your
3
money.
Figure it out.
years.
Take
The
your
reason
time
why
and figure
real
it
estate
out.
agents
I've
have the
done it.
biggest failure rate is because it's real estate.
It's
I mean,
overwhelming,
commission.
and
Yeah.
it's commission based.
Commission
give
based.
up.
Any commission based job is very, very tough.
It's hard work and it's hard before the money comes in. So if you're having a struggling time, split your time in half. Do not get fully out of it. Make your money
You
cover
gotta-
your
you
bills
gotta budget
so you can be
yourself,
comfortable.
too.
Exactly. And I'm about to move into a new place. You guys are about to see some meal prep. I'm about to budget myself. About to save some money. I'm about to listen. We're gonna do some videos on that. We'll definitely talk about that. My meal prep.
It's a new beginning for
It's a
you.
new beginning for me. I told
Good for
him
you.
I'm gonna make Cobb salads
I started
for
doing
lunch
it
every
this
single day.
Cobb
I'm
salad.
gonna hard boil
They
like
aren't
20.
particularly healthy.
Why not?
Cobb salad, you're eating bacon and like ranch, dude.
No, there's no ranch. I'm not gonna do ranch. It's just lettuce, hard boiled egg, tomato,
Doesn't it's
grilled
not,
chicken, and a little bacon.
not like Cobb salad. It's a salad.
Do some
Cobb.
lemon
Isn't Cobb
juice
salad like
drizzle.
blue cheese or ranch, bacon,
Avocado.
cheese?
Doesn't need cheese.
Creamy dressing, dude.
I could do like a Russian dressing, which is a little healthier side.
Just throw some
Whatever you
lemon
say.
juice and
Yeah,
some
lemon
You
apple.
know,
It's gonna be delicious.
most salad dressing is more fattening than most than you think.
a lot.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Most,
because of
like,
I'm not worried
fast
about
food.
fattening. I can gain some weight.
I don't know.
Yeah,
try-
exactly. For
I'm trying
us
to put
skinny
muscle
people,
on anyway.
for us small people, we could use it.
Yeah.
Why'd you look at me and roll your eyes?
I did not roll.
Am I
my
not
eyes.
small?
Why'd you look
I
at
did
yeah?
not
Like,
roll
look
my
at how you
eyes.
said
Small
for us skinny
people.
I'm
people.
just, you're looking at me, so I'm looking at you.
All right, let's talk about this. Elon Musk is now worth 190 million, making him the richest man in the world officially.
What?
the richest man in the
190
world.
million.
Richer than-
Bill.
Isn't
Jeff
Right?
Billion,
Bezos.
yeah.
Billion. I'm sorry.
He just passed
He's
Jeff
richer?
Bezos.
He just passed Jeff Bezos.
Well, it's because it's, I think Tesla just
Oh.
hit
Wait, I'm sorry,
805.
he's
So
at
now-
190 billion.
yeah,
so when that
180.
drops? So when that drops, then he's no longer going to be worth that, right?
it's not gonna drop. Why would it drop?
I don't know. I
Oh,
didn't know. I didn't
it
even
only
know that
goes
he
up.
was that close to Bezos.
It only
Jeff
goes up.
Bezos
Well, that's
is
what
no
happened
longer
when
the
his
richest
stock
man in the world after
It
Tesla.
skyrocketed.
Sheesh.
He probably owns a lot of stocks.
How recent is this?
I just
Like,
learned who his mom is.
This is like recent. This is like
Which is
yesterday.
not-
It happened.
Elon Musk.
6
His
hours
mom,
ago,
His
3
mom's a
hours
cover
ago.
girl.
Who? Elon Musk's mom?
His mom is a cover girl.
Really?
If you've watched TV and seen this old
How old is she?
older woman, she's like 70 something.
Wow.
She's a cover girl, and I was watching a video of her, and she was like a single mom, I think, and she let her kids do their own thing, and turns out she has like the richest son in the world. It's
Yeah,
fucking
there you go.
nuts.
It says
Oh.
a 6% rise in Tesla shares early Thursday lifted the value of its CEO's stock holdings and options by $10 billion, taking his net worth to about $191 billion. A more modest rise of less than 2% lifted Bezos' Amazon shares by about $3 billion, putting his net worth at $187.
Yeah,
so they're
Tesla.
like neck and neck.
I just came on my phone. Tesla, after hours, is now resting at $8.25 a share.
And this is where it was at when it split last
This is
time. which
all
is not
time.
long ago.
This is all-time high. It's up 794% the past
That's
year.
crazy.
So that means, I think he was at, what was he at, like 50 billion or like 35 billion last year. He's made 150 billion this year. Well,
Dude.
He
2020.
rose really
He made
quick.
100. He was
How-
the
how is that
fastest
smart?
rising billionaire in history.
I want to be that
Insane.
smart.
It's insane.
What a guy.
I'm not that smart though.
Elon Musk might be the Antichrist.
Well, Vladimir Putin is worth 200 billion, so he's almost there,
Oh,
and he's a
wow.
dictator.
In
200
U.S.
billion?
dollars? In US
Vladimir
dollars?
Putin is one of the wealthiest people in the world.
He be the richest man then?
He's not considered richest man because he's not a business owner. He's
What?
yeah.
He's worth 200 bill.
That's
How
what
is he worth 200
I don't
billion
know
not
if
a
that's
business owner?
100% correct,
Where's
but
that money come from?
he's
Yeah.
Can he theoretically just be like, put 200 in my
he's a
account right
dictator.
now?
He owns basically Russia.
But does he actually have
So
like
then that makes
200
him
bill?
I'm
the
not
richest
100%,
man in
but
the
if you look up, I remember last time I looked up, probably 6-7 months ago, it had Jeff Bezos second and Putin first, and Putin was 200. It said estimated 200 billion.
Interesting. Well,
So just put Putin at 200 billion.
Putin-
Elon
Elon will pass him in like
Elon Musk
Putin.
is almost passing a dictator of a country.
I'll believe it when I see this race on the moon. Don't make me go back into that again.
Yeah.
Race to the moon it should be. Anyway, speaking of stocks that are up, Bitcoin keeps going up, keeps going up. We didn't think it was possible, but yesterday it broke 40K.
Wow.
Today.
4D.
I thought it was today.
Oh, was it today?
I think it was today.
Oh, well, it's today.
4D.
40K. Can you believe that? They were like, is it going to hit 20K?
If you bought one coin,
It broke
in
20K. It broke
March
30K.
for
It broke
3,400.
40.
You would have made $37,000
Off one coin.
One.
That's freaking nuts.
Can you imagine the people who bought it when it was like a penny?
Well, I think I said this on another episode. The Bitcoin pizza guy.
Yeah.
He had like 10,000 Bitcoins.
So what is that
bought-
worth now?
I think like 500 million,
Oh my god.
or even more. I think almost $1 billion.
Wait,
hope
so
that
is he
pizza
still
tastes
in
good.
it,
So
or
one
what
No.
he-
He bought a pizza with it
He bought
back
pizza
in
because it was
2000.
worth nothing back
back in
then.
2010. He bought a pizza.
It would have been
for
worth
his family.
500
So-
million.
It's like having Dogecoin at 0.01, a penny, and like, you know what? Where's this gonna go?
Right.
Because crypto was not
just
a
gonna
thing.
spend it.
I'm just gonna buy
That's
pizza with
so
it.
nuts.
Yeah.
You know,
It's only $10.
there's
or
a certain
20
He's probably,
bucks.
he's probably kicking himself right now. I can't imagine how mad he
Kicking
is.
yourself?
Probably jumped off a bridge.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, that was really dramatic. I'm so sorry.
I know someone who
Jumped over a bridge?
invests in currency.
I know many people.
This guy right here.
And you know how like Dubai, like they've out of nowhere became like a really rich.
Dubai's so lame to me.
But
What?
Dubai's not currency;
I'm
it's
going.
oil.
Dubai looks so cool, but like I heard that you
Dubai's
can't
not
have a
currency.
But
drink
their
there.
currency level, but their currency increased.
But it's not like
Yeah,
they
their-
rise
the
from
value.
currency. The reason why
Oh no.
they're oil. Those are one of the
The
richest people in the world. The $1 billion oil
Companies
companies. They're all oil based.
Wait, so what are you saying?
That
Let's talk-
that,
let's finish what you're
that you
saying.
know that's a self-made island, right? A self-made, like man-made land.
Really?
Dubai.
That was not. They built that.
Yeah, I really
From
never
dirt.
heard of Dubai until like 10 years ago, and then all of a sudden,
Wait,
like,
so what are you telling us about
let's go to
Dubai? Your friend works there? Is that what you're telling us?
Works
No.
there.
I know
Oh.
someone who invests in currency in a country who is somewhat similar to the value of what Dubai used to be, and is waiting for the
Yeah,
currency.
you can
in this
trade
particular
currency.
country to raise,
Interesting.
and that way they'll become
People trade all
millionaires
different things.
here.
People trade currencies. They trade sugar. They trade oil. They trade
I miss the barter and trade
coffee.
system.
They trade beans.
What is this? Settlers of Catan?
No, but there's brokers for everything.
My question is this: why is drinking illegal in Dubai?
It is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, for sure it is.
It's not religion.
Like, can you bring
religious
alcohol
related.
there?
It is religious
Or-
related.
Oh,
Okay.
so there you go. You answered your own question.
Yeah, but like it's. I heard it's like
Because
a
they're
cool
super. It's
It's
Muslim.
like a lit city,
Muslim based.
Apparently,
It's
like,
very
people go there
religious.
for vacation.
Huh?
People go there for like cool vacations, right?
You can still have
Doesn't
good
matter. The people that
vacation.
built it are basically the owners of the country.
That's crazy.
All the oil families built that.
That's
Right.
insane.
Built that place, and they.
Fact check actually. Wait, where is it at here? Tourists and visitors are permitted to buy alcoholic beverages at licensed venues in Dubai.
Oh, so there's no technically bars.
I don't know. It just says that there are licensed venues.
So it's not really. It's not like a party place to go. It's like a.
People go there to party though.
People, yeah, they.
Like, isn't what's it called? What's that Weekend song where he's like, "Took a bill and a bees."
A friend of mine was
In
actually.
Dubai.
A friend of mine was deployed in the Navy, and actually was stop. He
Never
stopped there.
mentions Dubai.
He said Ibiza.
I wanna go to
Where's
Dubai.
Ibiza?
Ibiza?
Is that Mexico?
Ibiza's Greece, I think.
Ibiza?
Yeah, Ibiza.
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 I thought it was Ibiza.
Matt, where's Ibiza?
I think it is. in
All right, we're
Greece.
doing this again.
We
We're
gotta
getting
wrap this
off
episode
topic.
up.
Stop.
We've been doing it for an hour.
We have been?
Yeah,
No, we haven't.
we have been. See, time flies when you're having fun, Selena.
Spain.
Spain. There you
That was
go.
close.
Oh, we were all wrong.
For everybody who's wondering out there, Ibiza or Ibiza, depending on how you pronounce it, is in Spain. All right,
Ibiza.
guys. Thank you so much for watching. Any last things you guys want to give?
See you next week.
You're all out of topics, or are you
I'm
just
out of
cutting
topics,
this short?
man. I think I mean we've been going for an hour and we had a good conversation.
We just ramble on.
We're
so.
just rambling. We'll keep rambling for
Gotta-
hours.
We got to keep stuff for next
So
week.
we gotta stay.
So, what I think that you guys should do is write us any letters, write us any comments.
Matt, cut her mic. Cut her mic.
Anything good for feedback for you if you're an upcoming agent or have any questions for us. I think you guys should definitely write in. I would love to answer them.
Why are
We
you
should
saying
do a
write
video
in?
about our first year.
Write
Comment.
in.
Say
Comment.
comments.
All right,
No
guys,
letters.
who's-
Write
Letters.
in.
We had a great week.
Down below.
All right. We need to do a video on like our first year in the business, like what to expect. I think that would be a good video.
Yeah, but this is stuff we can talk about after the podcast.
No, she's saying yeah. We'll talk.
For-
All right,
We'll see you
guys.
next week.
See you guys next week.
Thank you for
Have a good one.
watching.
Have
Real
Have a great
Talk.
night.
Have a great
Okay.
time. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And you know what? Screw you, Sales Talk with Sales Pro. We're coming after you guys this time too.
What? I don't even know what that means.
Peace out, yo.